This is Oliver Slope with Blue Line Futures coming to you from the floor of the CME here in Chicago with your livestock roundup. We've seen cattle prices under a little bit of pressure here this week, as I think you're probably seeing some long liquidation and position squaring ahead of Friday's cattle on feed report. On top of that, we have had softer cash trade here this afternoon, coming in about 109 down in Texas and Kansas. This is softer than last week and obviously playing a little bit of a role here in the weaker trade. Now, looking at some of the technical levels for cattle, starting with the October live cattle contract, I really think there's a lot of technical support, 107.65 to 108. This represents trendline support from the May lows. We've tested this trend line 6 times since then and have held every time. Just below that, we have a key Fibonacci retracement as well as a 100-day moving average. We think from a risk-reward perspective, this is the opportunity to give it a shot and look for a little bit of a rebound. On the resistance side, 109.25 to 109.55 is what we're looking at. This is previous support. Now becomes resistance. This pocket represents a 50% retracement on the year, as well as a 50-day moving average. Now, there's been a lot of analysts looking for bigger moves. We're looking for the market to come in a little bit more of a range, basically 108 to 111. Now, that's not to say we can't break out or break down, just what we're looking at until we see a change. Now, as far as the feeder cattle are concerned, same type of thing. Testing the bottom end of support here, 147.50 to 148. If we break and close below that, I think things accelerate a little bit more, forming a head and shoulders pattern, which is typically very bearish. So wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more pressure in the feeders over the next couple of weeks. Wrapping things up with the lean hogs, obviously been a big headline market as swine flu continues to be a big concern for the hogs. Now you're seeing the price action a little bit more in the deferred months reflect that, but in the nearby October contract, we're continuing to see supply concerns weigh very heavy on the market and testing the limit today. If we close back below 50 to finish up the week, I think that opens the floodgates for new contract lows below that 47.80 level. So that's what we're looking at. That's what you should be looking at too. This has been Oliver Slope with Blue Line Futures from the floor of the CME.